So welcome to episode 4 of On a Plate with Ryan and Pierre. We've done a few episodes on the lockdown theme, and as lockdown's easing up a little bit now and we're moving into summertime, we thought we'd mix things up this week and do a barbecue.
Da, da, da.
But in true British fashion, we mentioned the word barbecue and it's rained all morning. The rain is currently holding off, but we'll see how we get on. The barbecue is just about still going and we're not soaked yet. I obviously came dressed for sun and tanning.
Just for the occasion.
Finest summer shirt.
It's wonderful.
And I'm actually quite cold. So we're going to crack on and cook some food. So, you told me we're doing a barbecue.
Yep.
And I see no sign of burgers or sausages.
No.
I'm a little bit concerned.
Don't be. This is going to be a healthy barbecue. Now, I appreciate if those might not tick all the boxes for you.
Yeah.
At least there's alcohol involved so far.
There is. I mean, we're 5 minutes into filming and most of my first bottle's already
Yeah. This is something that I would typically eat at my own barbecue at home. We've got an assortment of salads that we'll go through. We've done chicken. We bought a whole chicken, but we've marinated it. We've done a lemon and thyme, and we've done a balsamic. And then we've just got some salmon, which has had chili and garlic marinade on it. Mm-hmm. I'll show you various techniques that you can do at home, and we'll just get stuck right in. Okay, so the chicken, we've done 2 ways, just to keep it interesting. Mm-hmm. We've got the crown of the chicken, so that basically means the breast kept on the bone, and the legs. So the crown is honey, lemon, and thyme.
Lovely.
And the legs, we've just done simple balsamic glaze. The salmon fillets, we've done with chili and garlic. So all sort of staples that you'd have at home. The reason it looks pre-cooked is it's exactly that. It is pre-cooked. Okay, so the chicken we've done to 67 degrees and the salmon just to under 40 degrees in the oven. And the trick is low and slow. So the chicken we've cooked at about 110 degrees and the salmon, same temperature.
And the reason we've done that is because the weather's not great.
Exactly. If you're short on fuel, time, weather, whatever, and to be honest, the barbecue really gives a nice charred, smoky flavour. But if you're cooking a big piece of chicken like that, you want to have the confidence that it's already pre-cooked, so you can't mess it up. Cooking at home should be sort of stress-free, and I think it's quite an important factor.
Mind you saying that, if you haven't got enough time, you're going to struggle to do a lemon and thyme rub.
So for the rest of it, I've got a bit of chefy with my preparation, okay? But we've got our traditional sweet corn, okay?
Yeah.
But the sweet corn we pre-cooked in a nicely seasoned stock that we then use for the couscous, okay? The couscous is going to be used for like a tabbouleh-inspired salad.
Tabbouleh?
Tabbouleh. It's normally bulgur wheat, but I don't like bulgur wheat.
Right.
I like couscous. It's a bit lighter, and we're going to make it a bit simpler. I like white tomatoes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Again, that would be nice and simple. Salt, pepper, olive oil, and a little bit of vinegar. Potato salad. I'll show you how to do it my way. And then someone mentioned courgettes a couple of weeks ago.
They did.
So we're going to do char-grilled courgettes.
Yeah. And
that'll be just served with a bit of balsamic and some vinegar.
And I noticed you snuck in the halloumi, which was another recommendation. There's quite a few things here. I think we've amalgamated a little bit of
exactly.
Lockdown by the salmon, the halloumi, the courgettes.
The halloumi, we're going to put on a bit of foil onto the barbecue, and then we're just going to serve it with a bit of watermelon herbs. So it's quite salad orientated and less meat orientated, which helps.
I'll trust you.
In all, it keeps the budget down, but there's more vibrant colours and there's more food on the table. You know, you could easily get carried away by getting a load of burgers, your buns, and then that's it. But for the same price, you could have all of this. So I'm going to talk you through it.
I mean, I still like my burgers, but I'm willing to learn.
Excellent. Okay, well, we'll get stuck right in.
Well, before we start cooking, I first of all have already finished the beer. So
okay.
I've got another beer. Now, post-lockdown, you've been being quite good, haven't you?
Yes, I've tried to go teetotal.
So what I did, I thought about you. I was being nice.
I don't want that.
No, well, this isn't for you.
Right.
This is actually quite a popular beer at the moment. It's the Corona. But I thought I'd treat you. So I've got you a selection of alcohol-free beers and ciders. Yeah. So we've got a citrus pale ale. Yeah. Strawberry and lime cider. Yeah. San Miguel, 0% lager. Yeah. And the Brewdog Punk AF. Yeah. Which I'm not allowed to say what it means. Okay. Which is a nice alcohol-free IPA. So I thought I'd treat you to something nice. Okay. Well, which one tastes least like grapefruit? Out of the more interesting two there. Probably the Punk. Okay, let's try that. We'll go for the Punk. Yeah. Okay. And I know that you're a classy broad, so I got your glass. Oh.
It's always nice to see the colour of what you're drinking, isn't it? Is it fizzy?
Might be.
That's a nice colour. Is it a lager then? What is it?
IPA.
What is that?
Indian Pale Ale. God, I made a hash jar.
Why does it look like a lager then?
I don't know. So,
I like that.
You can tell I've been a bit out
Are you
going to
skim it on the top? Like the,
Is that what you want? You want a nice
yeah.
clean
Well, not on me, but yeah. Okay.
pint? There you go.
Thanks.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers. Have you tried this before?
No. It's got no alcohol, so I don't see the point.
I don't think I can cheers with no alcohol.
I don't see the point in it going anywhere near me.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
No. I mean,
I mean, it's alcohol-free beer. It's never going to taste brilliant.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk courgettes. I've done them quite sliced on diagonal.
It's a bit arty-farty, isn't it?
Only so they don't fall through the grill.
Right.
Okay. A little bit of oil, a little bit of salt, and we're just going to get them straight on. Okay. We'll get the corn on. So if you can give me a squeeze of oil.
A squeeze of oil indeed, sir.
We're going to get the chicken on.
Chicken on.
Yeah.
Yes, chef.
So, and this will be skinned down. Okay. Right, so the salmon,
Yep.
we've pre-cooked this, okay? So it's about 60% cooked.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's too delicate to go onto the grill. So literally gonna leave it on this tray. We'll put it in the corner of the grill, we'll close the lid, and then we'll let the smoke and the residual heat in there finish it off.
Otherwise it might stick to the bars. And
It might stick to the bars, you might contaminate. If someone was a vegetarian, you know, and you're cooking all over the place, it's best to keep your meat on one side and your veg on the other,
Okay.
and everyone's happy. So I'm just gonna put this down, and then I'm gonna close the lid.
So the chicken's in.
Yeah,
Salmon's in.
yeah,
Cob's in.
yeah,
Courgette's in.
super.
Halloumi.
Well
Did
done,
you
Ryan.
Did you
Well
forget?
done, Ryan.
I mean, I don't think we'd be cooking very well if I wasn't keeping an eye on things.
So, with the halloumi, it's probably best to cook it on a piece of foil,
Right.
okay? Simply because we don't want it to fall through, we don't want it to stick. The foil obviously will conduct the heat very quickly.
It will do what, sorry?
Yeah. So we'll put that on, halloumi on,
Yeah.
job's a good one.
Excellent.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, find a
Steamy.
spot. Grab the halloumi.
So they're quite chunky chunks of halloumi there.
That's basically one block cut in half. And once I've had the charcoal lines on, I'll cut it
them
up.
up.
Exactly that. Okay, lid goes back down. And there we go.
Yeah.
Right, salads.
Uh-huh.
Easy peasy. This couscous is already cooked.
Yep.
Okay, so boiling seasoned water over the top, leave it. You can either cling film it, foil it, whatever you like.
Uh-huh.
Fluff it with a fork and let it cool down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To this, we're going to add some chopped tomatoes.
Lovely.
Okay, so these have been skinned and de-seeded. Okay, tomato concasse, if we have to.
Oh, la la.
If we have to get technical, I'm going to put all of that in. A bit of cooked white onion.
Lovely.
Okay.
Just pan fried.
Pan fried, a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Again, straight in. Got a handful of capers.
Handful of capers.
Okay. And then we've got some fresh mint.
Lots of mint.
And here we've got some nice herbs from the garden. So you can see it is quite a lot anyway,
Very herby.
but when it's mixed through, it'll be spot on.
It's herby fully loaded.
And a bit of fresh garlic.
Just completely ignoring every joke I make.
Yeah. So if you can give a drizzle of olive oil, salt and pepper in there.
I'm getting good at the old olive oil.
And the pepper. So that's great. So we'll give that a nice little stir.
Oh, that's quite tasty. I'll keep it up.
Okay, so for the Isle of Wight tomatoes, we're keeping it nice and simple. Okay, we don't want to spoil the flavours. They're quite pricey. We don't need to add any unnecessary condiment. So we've just added some olive oil, salt, pepper, and the white balsamic.
Lovely.
Potato salad.
Yerp.
Okay, so you can see a little bit of garlic in there.
Can.
that is the garlic that was in the initial cooking. So you got your cold water, some garlic cloves, salt, pepper, a little bit of thyme, your potatoes, and then you bring the temperature up so that the potato heats at the same rate as the water.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Once it's come up to the boil, we turn it down, hard simmer for 5 minutes, okay? And then you stick a knife in. If the potato just falls off, the biggest potato, if it just falls off, it means it's ready, okay? So you can either leave them to cool in the water or just lift them out and leave them to cool at room temperature. You halve them, then I fished out the garlic that was in the cooking stock, and I've just chopped it up. So into this one, more herbs.
More herbs.
Okay. Seeing as we've got a lovely garden full of herbs, we're not going to shy away from it. Okay, a little bit of garlic. Capers again. And this capers is just to, you know, add that acidity. Like in a barbecue, it's quite easy to go, ugh, full. But having a quite light, balanced meal keeps everything ticking over. A little bit of whole grain mustard.
Oh.
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
Yeah.
So there's no mayonnaise in this?
No. I mean, you can.
I mean, I always think of potato salad as mayonnaise.
And then the salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Try not to make a mess.
It went in the bowl that time.
Mm-hmm. And is there any benefit from doing it off your elbow?
No, it just makes my arm a bit itchy.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the pepper.
Yeah. We're just going to mix it. Potato salad done.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
Ready to go.
Courgettes, so they've come out of the grill. Okay, so we've got a nice little bit of colour, and that sort of residual heat is still keeping through there. Okay, so herbs, balsamic.
This one.
Yeah, so just a nice little zigzag. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Lovely. Swig of olive oil, and we've got a little bit of red onion there.
Very nice.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be quite interesting. I've been to plenty of barbecues where it's just been sausage and a burger, and that's your lot. But to be honest, you know, if you're having a sort of a lunch or a dinner, you know, it's quite nice to keep things interesting, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So there's your courgettes. Final one, we said the watermelon and halloumi.
I forgot about them.
Okay. So this is our watermelon that we just diced up. That just goes in the bowl. We're going to grab our halloumi.
So Pierre, what did the cheese say when it looked at itself in the mirror?
I'm guessing halloumi. So we can see the aluminium has done quite a good job here. That one's lovely. Okay. And I'm just going to cut it up. That's going to go in. And then this one, I'm just going to add some mint. Tiny bit of oil. So we're not going to add any seasoning to this one
because the cheese is quite salty.
Exactly. And you want the watermelon to come through on its own. So those are your salads. Okay. So in that time, if we open the barbecue up, we've moved our chicken aside because we've got the nice score marks, and we just want that residual heat now of the barbecue, just heating it through, because we know it was cooked to 67 degrees. We know it's cooked to perfection.
Yeah.
But now we just want it to warm back up, ready for the main meal. The salmon, we've put it to one side. Whilst everything else was cooking, we had the lid down, and that smoke has just sort of permeated the skin, and it's given that nice smoky flavour. You can always feel it if you just gently pinch the thicker part of the salmon. If you can feel it springy, it's done. It's very easy to go over with fish, and you'll see it'll have like white spots all over it. That means the proteins in it have cooked out, and that it's overcooked too much. If it did that, what you could do is flake it down and run it through like a little pasta salad or something like that. You'd still have that taste, but to eat as a piece like that,
quite delicate.
Yeah, exactly. And the corn is pre-cooked, and all we've done is to get some of that nice smoky flavour into it. Okay?
Delicious.
Right, so I'm going to get the chicken out.
Yeah.
Put it on the board, and I think what we'll do is we'll have a little clear up.
So we're all cleared down.
Yeah.
Some could say that we haven't really gone for the meal before thing, but that is certainly a plate full of food there. So.
I mean, what do we use? We've used 2 salmon fillets and a whole chicken.
Yep.
And realistically, we've spent about 15 quid, and I mean, there's enough for 4 there.
Yeah. I mean, let's stop talking. I want to go eat it.
Yeah.
So, standard British summertime.
Very appropriate.
Sit down to eat and it starts raining.
Yeah.
But we've got our trusty umbrella.
Yeah, which is working a treat.
Which is working pretty well, actually. I mean, you look like you're getting a lot wetter than I am for some reason.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I'm excited. Let's eat.
What? Okay, Ben, that's fine on the water. Thanks.
Yeah, I think they bought it that we're pretending it's raining. Turn it off, Ben. Ben,
do you want stuff? Or what?
Ben, do you want food or not? Turn it off. So I've got to be good here, haven't I? And use my cutlery for my chicken.
Why? It's only me. You can go full on beast mode if you want.
I was only saying it so that you'd approve. So I'm going to go straight in with this piece of chicken. So that's really nice. So the breast was the lemon and herb.
Yeah.
And this little thigh is the balsamic.
Just the balsamic. The thing is with balsamic, when it cooks, it sweetens up even more. So it's like a sort of sweet chicken.
That's tasty too. I mean, I've just eaten all the skin off it, but it is
delicious.
Yeah. Oh, oh. That salmon's spicy.
Punchy, is it?
Punchy. And I'm really liking this mustardy potato salad.
I mean, you could do it with mayo, but you know, for everything, it's all fresh. If you had like a mayonnaise-y sort of, for me, it would spoil it.
Potato salad with mayonnaise is a mayonnaise. But this one you've made here absolutely cuts the mustard.
So, as a devout meat eater, are you completely put off by this many salads, or are you alright?
I'm actually really enjoying the salad.
Yeah? Good.
You're turning me into like somebody I'm not prepared to be.
I mean, to be fair, look, if it was sort of mid-20s, the sun's out, you know, you've got a nice assortment of meat and fish, and a nice assortment of salads. I think it's a winner.
And it is a lot lighter than eating a plate of ribs and burgers and sausages.
Yeah, and to be fair, these salads are versatile. I mean, you couldn't have it with any sort of meat and fish. They're your sort of staple salads. You know, they're my go-to ones. You know, and you can mix as much as you like.
So I hope you've enjoyed our barbecue episode of On a Plate with Ryan and Pierre. Ben, turn off the water!